Hello, I'm Oscar Garados from Full Sail University. I apologize for my voice. I feel a little bit ill, but hopefully I feel better soon. That being said, this is Wide World of Food, an offline first mobile app I decided to build for smallholder farmers in Colombia who earn $60 to $90 a month, who cannot read well, and usually have spotty or no internet. I'm honestly really proud and a little bit nervous in a good way. And I can honestly say that the prototype is far from being sent off to development. It's going to take me a little more time to finish making the necessary adjustments. When we talk about the users and their pain points, I think of my blind users, hard of hearing elders and indigenous language speakers are still partially excluded. So right now, 80%. This is going to change lives. About 20%, I still owe some people a better experience. So, and we talked about the process back in project and portfolio 5 and how we are not to skip over steps in the design process. There is a process for a reason, and I feel like I've shown a good deal of improvement when it comes to following that process. But at the same time, we have work to do. From my perspective, I think this prototype needs more work, but I'm glad I'm determined to stick to the process and not move ahead and overlook something important. So, what I've done so far to ensure a great UX for my users in this project is that there are rules and guidelines in this project that I'm using to determine whether to put an object here or there, whether to use large or small text, and whether to use a 12 column grid or not. So I've got some guides that without them I don't get a strong UX because there is no order. And we need to bring in more order. And I have also taken advantage of the tools in Figma to help me work more efficiently. So for instance, a full design system in Figma, we have components we've used, styles, auto layout to create more responsive mobile interfaces and variants. I've talked about having 100% offline and tutorials, marketplace listings, and the yield tracker all work forever once downloaded. And so, what is left to do for this particular prototype? I have a list of issues to address, like CWA, WCAG requirements, update business model, fine tune the user flow, and communicate to stakeholders about the current state of the prototype. And have the prototype ready for send off. And I'm going to save my copies of previous iterations. I've got to do that as well. I want to build out 3 real satellite alert flows. Think of a healthy, warning, and stress, and also a final usability test with farmers in December. Hopefully, we'll make that happen. Now, if there's anything that I've learned so far in this project, and I've learned a lot, not just in this month, but the entire journey. I like the way Kat Holmes put it. Inclusive design isn't a checklist. It's walking the prototype as the person who's most excluded. Or very similar phrasing. I love that quote, and I love that approach. And I feel the same way in that regard. So let's see our users as humans, because at the end of the day, that's what they are. And going forward, I'm never going to call a prototype done until I have people who are the least likely to use it have tried it first. And I've done that in the past, and that one habit will make every job I work on from now on much better and more human. So, yes, the prototype still has gaps, but the heart is there. And the path to close those gaps, I think, is crystal clear. I can hardly wait to get the final version into my users' hands and see their reaction, to say the least. And so I want to thank you for listening to this video, and I'll see you in the next review.